Chris and Ryan, and we know that you're dying to hear what we have to say today. I say we hear what we have to say today. It's the blank. Fill it in. Fill it in. Fill it in. Yeah.
Recording in progression. Progression is recording.
Do you think the lady that did that voice is that what she's doing in the booth?
Sounds
We want you to sound like a robot, all right? Just make sure you get more robotic. All right. Do that. Good. All right. Recording in 3, 2, 1.
recording in progress.
Nailed it. Nailed it. Nailed it. All right. Great. Now do the Viagra commercial next.
You know when you're a little bit older and whatnot, and you need to get up there. It's not the only thing that needs to get up there.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
Catch your blue pills today.
We're gonna take another take. You know what? Actually, we're gonna get another person because that was just. But thank you though. Anywho. Young World. See how I prepare for that, and then automatically disappointment.
I thought it was good. Oh. Magic fingers or jazz fingers. From Bring It On.
Bring it on.
Bring it up.
Oh,
right. You've seen Bring It On?
Ladies and gentlemen, we have just opened Pandora's box this evening. You've seen Bring It On?
I've 100% Bring It On.
Really?
I've seen it probably about 5 times. I'll be perfectly honest with you.
I don't think I've seen that movie in its entirety.
You know who I really liked in that movie? Like I had a huge crush on when I was younger.
Who?
I don't know if her first name's Jessica Sudoku or
Eliza.
Eliza Dushku.
Yeah,
absolutely stunning.
Oh,
I thought she was absolutely beautiful.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
why. And then that movie was just funny. It was definitely like a very cheesy movie, but I remember watching it so many times as a kid. I don't know why.
Wow.
Yeah, it's weird. I think even like my cousin had the DVD, and I probably borrowed the DVD to watch it.
It was that serious. Holy.
Jazz fingers. For anybody who knows, Bring It On, Jazz fingers. This shit's funny as hell.
Wow. Interesting.
Yeah. I'm gonna leave now.
Yeah, well, we gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
And then for any other grown adult males that do this,
don't
go get yourself committed or turn yourself into the police, because chances are you're a creep. Anywho, Young World, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is the Blank with Carlos and Ryan. Thanks for coming in for another week.
Another episode.
Another day. Another dollar. Dollar bill, y'all. What a weekend.
This weekend?
Yeah.
Huge.
Massive for
Massive.
Torontonians.
Massive.
And Americans, apparently.
I love how Toronto does this weekend. This weekend's always like the hypest weekend in Toronto.
It is quite hype.
Fucking madness. So what's going on this weekend, Carlos? What's going on?
SummerSlam.
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 I thought that was a joke.
No.
Oh shit!
Yeah, man.
Man, drop everything and go buy tickets to SummerSlam.
Oh, I wasn't talking about the pay-per-view.
Oh. Well. All right then.
But yeah, SummerSlam actually is this weekend. And UFC.
But hence the shirt. Love it.
But for Torontonians, Caravana or Toronto Caribbean Festival, as they want us to call it.
Caravan anymore. Why is that?
I think it's like some copyright things.
Oh, okay.
Veld. OVO Fest. Those 3 things alone will be more than enough to do in the city. So absolutely no excuses. Massive, No excuses that you have no plans this weekend. And it's a long weekend.
Yes. Huge.
So
Go out and do something.
Yeah.
Go have some fun.
yes,
Put some money into
oh
Toronto.
yeah, no excuses
Yeah,
to not have
yeah.
fun this weekend.
It's gonna be fucking madness.
It's gonna be insane.
Toronto literally is gonna be so packed this weekend with just so much shit. Like I've seen like all the like parties for Caravana and like all like the tickets that are being sold
Tons
to all
of
the different
clubs.
clubs.
Tons of events.
Man, it's so much. It looks like so much fun,
Yeah.
man. I can't like. I'm super excited for the weekend. Unfortunately,
Uh-oh.
we won't be there to experience it as much as we should.
You
But-
say unfortunately as if the other thing is that's getting in our way. Just like we gotta do this.
Oh
Unfortunately,
no, definitely not. Definitely
That is
not.
just-
Where Carlos and I are going to be on Saturday, aside from all of these wonderful, wonderful events, we have a dear friend, 2 dear friends. Love them to the bottom of our hearts.
Debatable.
They happen to
I like them.
happily getting married
Yeah,
this Saturday.
this Saturday. Yeah,
So shout out to you, Cindy.
Yeah.
Shout out to you, Darren.
Yes.
We just want to congratulate you. Huge accomplishment. You guys deserve each other. I cannot wait for the wedding. It's gonna be fun.
I'm kind of nervous.
And Carlos is nervous. Tell him why you're nervous, Carlos.
I was asked to make a speech, and
I'm going to be so drunk at this point.
Jesus,
I'm like, woo! Carlos,
that's exactly why I'm nervous.
do your thing. God damn.
I'll just be like, security,
Get
this
this motherfucker out.
Get this motherfucker out of here. Slap that drink out of his
Yeah.
hand and get him the fuck out of here. Like, yeah, the one screaming,
Yeah.
the one doing the jazz hands.
Get this Cambodian looking ass dude out of this place.
Guy.
Does not belong to be here.
Jesus. Yeah, man, that's I don't know, because I wrote my speech, like I just finished in the car today, actually.
Amazing.
And I'm like,
Amazing.
fuck, is this too long? Or is it too short? Well, she told me she wanted like 1 to 10 minutes at first. I'm like, oh my God. I don't know what to say in like 1 minute.
Really?
There's a lot to say. I have a lot to say.
Oh yeah. I think like you could do less than 10
I'm
minutes.
trying to vent my frustrations.
Oh.
I'm getting really political during that speech.
So it's not even about the wedding, is it?
Well, what wedding? Man, fuck the wedding. Listen here. Let me tell you a whole ass motherfucker something. If you motherfuckers voted for fucking Ford, that son of a bitch has construction order.
Yeah.
Shit like that.
Eglinton's still not done. I waited 3 hours to get from Eglinton to this wedding.
This shit. What the fuck?
Yeah.
And yeah, but I mean, I hope the speech is good. I hope it'll turn
I'm
out
sure it will
okay.
be. Do you think stage fright has any sort of
You know what it is? I normally do get stage fright for things beforehand, but then as soon as I'm up there, I'm okay. But it really depends on how confident I am with these skills. Like with me speaking, I don't know how well I can do. I don't know.
I think it'll be good.
I doubt it.
I think it'll be good.
I think.
Well, one of I find like with weddings, it's hard to get everyone to engage. Like, not everyone's gonna be sitting there listening the whole time.
Yeah.
Like, one of our other buddies got married. Sometime, was it last summer? It was last summer.
Was it last year?
Manny? And like he had so many people at the wedding that
Yeah.
like when they were doing the speeches,
It was
people
very
it was
hard to
super
get.
loud. Like
Yeah.
we were all the way in the back. And it was just hard to hear those
Yeah.
speeches go forward kind of thing. So it might be the same case, you know, you never know. So it might just be like, you know, at least I'm speaking to you guys as opposed to everyone else in the room. I'm gonna be like up in front listening.
just
I'll come sit cross-legged on the floor,
and I appreciate
right in
that.
the front.
Thank you so much.
like it's kindergarten.
But like, I want the attention.
Oh,
I want people, so I'm just gonna go and be like, "Hi, good evening, everyone. Good evening." And I just look around. You there? Yeah, you. Look at me. Calling people.
Cindy's
out.
like, that's my grandma.
Like, I don't care.
My grandma's like, who the
Who
mother?
the fuck? But yeah, that's what I
Gets
I
up,
know.
fucking slaps the hell out of you.
Fucking,
Having jokes.
dude, I'll go training day if no one pays attention on me.
Yeah,
Fucking,
it's exciting, man.
it'll be an interesting time.
I'm
I'm
going to
just
see if we
gonna-
can get some recording of that for our
but,
Instagram.
Well,
so I will see.
Well,
I'm sure, you know, we'll definitely have some sort of segment or at least some pictures that are going up on our Instagram from it. So that will be definitely a great time. So definitely look out for some of that stuff next week.
Yeah. Beach Monday.
Beach Monday. You know, Carlos and I and our group of friends, we do love to go to the beach. And I'm sure that for the listeners, I'm sure
Some
you
more
probably
than
know.
others.
Some more than others. I love the beach.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite things to do.
Yeah.
But we are planning a beach day. I'd say this weather is supposed to be absolutely stunning for, you know, hot weather this weekend. So please get outside, get some fresh air.
Yeah.
Go enjoy yourself. Honestly, it's one of those
Enjoy
weekends that
yourself.
like you almost have to, you know?
Yeah. And Caravana's free.
Yeah, right?
It's literally you walk in, just walk and
So
talk.
how does
walk
it
and
work?
talk.
So like it starts at C&E or like the exhibition place and then
And
it goes down
along Lakeshore.
Lakeshore until do you know where at all?
I'm not sure where it is.
And like would you be walking the whole route or do you kind of stay in your spot?
You can stay, like the parade will come to you if you like, but honestly, the best is walking around because you get to meet great people along the way.
That's cool.
Yeah. So you walk and talk and walk and talk and talk and walk.
That's awesome.
And that's the one of the songs.
Many drunken fun endeavors.
Oh, 100%. And I encourage you to drink too.
Yeah, definitely.
It's a lot more fun that way.
Yeah.
There'll be people. I remember I went with Sean one year and one lady grabbed onto Sean, fucking started. And I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ. Didn't see that one.
Yeah.
Sean had no clue what to do. I'm just like, he's looking at me. I'm like, bro,
you might as well, yeah.
I don't know.
Enjoy yourself, my friend.
Yeah, just I don't know what you do, man. But
That's
yeah,
awesome.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah,
yeah dude.
It's
That's
definitely
Caravana, man.
a good way to like just enjoy the event in itself. Like
Mhm.
everyone's sort of on the same page. I feel like with Caravana.
Yeah.
Everyone's there just to have a good time. It's one of those special events that because of COVID, we've missed out on it in the last, you know, almost feels like 3 or 4 years realistically, but it feels like it's been a while.
But we're here.
Yeah,
we're queer. We done did it.
Get used to it.
Veld also. I've never been to Veld. So explain Veld to the good people.
Veld is anybody above 16. I believe that is the cutoff age.
16.
Yeah, I think 16-year-olds are allowed to go, and it is just fucking madness.
Is that what you describe it as?
You walk in,
someone comes up to you like, "What's Veld?" It's fucking madness.
It is
bro.
fucking madness. There's
fucking
just
madness.
thousands and thousands of people all in one area watching a bunch of different concerts at the exact same time. And there's just people partying. It's actually a very lovely space. I think everyone was kind of on the same page where it's kind of like Caravana where you're all just collectively there in the same space, all trying to have fun. There wasn't much, you know, at least the times that I've been, there wasn't much ego when you go. It's more just like, hey, we're all here to have a good time. And I think the only thing you really have to watch out for is those unfortunate circumstances where people get too drunk. There was those the year that I went, and unfortunately a couple of the younger people died, just like from doing bad drugs or whatever it may be. So definitely watch out for that. In recent news, just to kind of throw this out there has been a lot of fentanyl going through Toronto recently, so please watch out for that shit. Just as a PSA. Definitely you do not want to end up fucking.
But other than that, Veld, fun for the entire
but other than that, fucking kill it, man.
Fun for the entire family.
It's fun, man.
Go ahead. So who's gonna be at Veld this year? The headliners, Alesso? Is that how you say it?
Alesso? Yeah, I think it's Alesso.
Armin van Buuren.
That's pretty huge. Armin
the Chainsmokers.
It's a big name.
Marshmello.
I don't know any of that dude's songs, but I'm sure he's big.
Martin Garrix.
Definitely a big name.
Porter Robinson.
No idea who that is.
St. John's gonna be there.
No idea who that is either.
You don't know who St. John is?
No.
He's dope. I like him. Yeah, it's the only name. Oh, Coil Ray. I know that name.
They've created it a little bit more like hip hop music too now.
What's a Hulk gang?
I have no idea. I'm assuming something to do with Marvel.
Hulk gang. So just a bunch of guys on the microphone like
they all have the Hulk EDM music.
And then it's just doom 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 Hulk smash.
That is exactly what it is.
Yeah, right. Word for word.
If you do that, you would be the most successful person there. I'll tell you. It's fun, man. And the thing I love about Vel too is that it seems like a younger crowd thing, but you'll go there and you'll find like I think I met a couple that was like in their 50s and they were there just to
At
like
Veld.
add Veld, literally.
Holy shit.
I remember going up to them, I'm like, yo, like, nice to meet you. I'm glad that you guys are here enjoying yourselves. And they're like, yeah, like we're just here, like we enjoy the music.
We're lost.
Like it makes us fun. It's what's really funny about Veld is that it's so close to like a park that people can just jump the fence. So there's a lot of like fence jumpers and like people will watch out for security and stuff like that. I remember like I was sitting there having a cigarette and this guy's like, yo, is there any security around you? I'm like, no. And he literally just like jumps the fence and jumps in, man. It's so funny. Yeah, and he got it for free. Instead of having to pay like the $300 ticket price or whatever it is. It's funny though, man. But it's the collective. It's the collective, you all having fun. It's a cool time. So I definitely highly recommend if you like EDM music somewhat, you'll have a good time there.
There's a few rappers and R&B people there too. So I remember one year Migos was a headliner here. And Tory Lanez.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I do remember that.
So I mean, yeah, they definitely branched out but yeah, Veld, if you guys are into EDM, taking the Molly, I'm sweating. Woo! Then check out Veld, man.
So OVO is another one.
OVO.
You know who's I haven't looked into OVO at all. I'm
so what's the Weeknd plan is they're doing like a Canadian All-Stars thing.
Amazing.
So they're gonna have like Cardinal Official, Julie Black, Keisha Shante.
That's dope.
I believe Shaw Claire is in there. I could be wrong. Just like really big names. Socrates, I believe, is in there. Just really big names in Canadian. Oh fuck, what's the name of that one band?
Bare Naked Ladies.
Are you trying to piss me off?
I don't know, man. I would like to go see Bare Naked Ladies and probably pretty sick.
Can you imagine after Cardinal Official said,
"Thank y'all."
That's not even Bare Naked Ladies.
Oh yeah.
What are you doing?
Isn't it?
No, dude. Okay.
Got that wrong.
Why are you like this?
But it still would be pretty sick to see them.
Yeah, it's I'm trying to look and find out what's the name. There's this group, this R&B group. They used to be pretty good. I forget their name. They're gonna be on there. In Essence.
In Essence.
Do you remember that group?
I don't.
They're an R&B group from Toronto.
Really? Yeah. I gotta check them out.
Yeah, they're not bad. They're not bad. But yes, they'll be on there. It's gonna be at the History. I haven't been to this venue, but I know Drake had a big influence on
it's not at Budweiser stage.
No, it's the Canadian All-Stars one's going to be at the History.
Oh, okay.
And so then the Monday, is it Monday? Is the Young Money reunion with Lil Wayne, Nicki Minaj, and Drake. Huge. I believe Drake's going to be.
I heard the tickets for that shit is like
the lawn seats for like $500 or like between $500 to $800.
That is crazy
for lawn seats. We're talking on the grass.
Would you go?
No, for that price. Is fucking Nicki gonna come down and you know, you know, shit. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm gonna say. Shit. I mean, I'm going to the wedding, so I'm missing SummerSlam. So with that price, I better get SummerSlam that day. You know what I'm saying?
God damn.
You know what I mean?
God damn.
For that price? Are you kidding? No way. Not a chance. I wouldn't spend that much.
I would like to see Nicki in person. That'd be pretty cool.
Really?
Like, I don't know about her music. I don't really listen to her music, but I think it'd be cool just to see her.
I don't think so.
Really?
I could care less. I don't know. I was saying. She was cool at a point, but I don't know if I'd ever want to see. I don't think I would care to see her.
Yeah.
But that's just me. Also, Chris Brown and Lil Baby is also gonna be show. Is it the Sunday? Yeah, I think they have a show here this weekend. So if you're a Chris Brown fan, you're a fan of a fucking domestic violence. And go check out. I'm kidding. No, I'm teasing. Chris Brown's actually very talented and
talented dude.
There's one of the select few people I'm jealous of. Chris Brown is definitely up there.
Suppose he's a shitty person, but you know, aside from that,
great music.
Yeah, good music.
Yeah, well, you know, most of these celebrities are shitty people. You know what I mean? What can you do?
Yeah.
Hey, you're a celebrity. You have that ego inflation a little bit. You're a shitty person. But damn it, if those songs are good, Be shitty all the way. So you burned a few fucking, orphanages, pulled a few plugs on old people. Did you write, yo, excuse me, miss? Yeah.
Did you come up with a dance?
You know what I mean? Did you give me that?
Dance.
Did you write give me that?
No, definitely not. Did he write it?
I don't think. Why do
Didn't
you always
even
have
write
to
it
fucking... Would you shut the fuck up?
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if R. Kelly wrote that shit.
Whoa.
Yeah, I do some bangers.
Dude wrote some pretty, as much as you public may not want to admit it, R. Kelly wrote some heat.
But let's say out of all the events that happen to being, going on this weekend, aside from the wedding, like which one would you find yourself, most having fun at?
Caravana.
Caravana? Yeah.
100. Yeah.
What is it about Caravana that like makes Toronto lively?
It's just it's people getting together and just like embracing themselves and half naked women. You're right there, buddy. I didn't want you to.
I almost spit on my coffee there.
Yeah,
you can't complain about that.
Yeah,
no.
And gyrating their hips and whatnot, and you can't go wrong with that.
No, definitely not.
The police are all up there just like security, and then as soon as they gyrate the hips near them, they're all for it. You know what I mean? That's what you got to do. That's fucking Caravana, baby. That's what Caravana is all about. Gyrating your hips in front of the police and then sneaking in the narcotics right behind you. I'm kidding. That does not happen, for the record. No, just the half naked women I'm very much excited about the most though. But it's realistically getting to know people.
Yeah.
Everybody's really friendly over there. I know when people see a bunch of black people, they're like, oh no. But no, they're really nice.
It's calling people out today.
Yeah, I don't do well. Just there's a select few people that are kind of racist, and they assume the worst when black people get together. But no, Caravana is not like that. It's just full of fun, drinking, and gyrating of the hips. The same would be the same thing when it's like a St. Patrick's Day parade.
Yeah.
Definitely. You racist fucks. So don't fucking judge. But realistically, you should visit Caravana if you have the time. I mean, again, it is free. Just walk in there on the street, drink in secret, obviously, because public intoxication is very much illegal. But yeah, Caravana, baby.
The cool thing is that it does bring in quite a bit of American, communities. Like a lot of, I remember just working on King Street and like during Caravana the weekend, like you bump into a bunch of people and they would be like asking you which bars are cool to go to. And I'm like, you guys aren't from here, are you? And they're like, no, like we're here for Caravana weekend. I'm like, that's cool, man. So it's cool to see like people come from like different fucking areas.
I was surprised how many Americans came here for Veld as well.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, quite a bit. I was surprised. I'm like, oh, what are you guys here for this weekend? They're like, oh, we're actually here for Veld. I'm like, oh, I would have assumed OVO faster. But yeah, Veld, man, that's also bringing in quite a bit.
It does, man.
And LeBron James loves this weekend. So who knows? He might be.
Yeah, he might. He'll probably.
He is a big fan of Caravana weekend.
I wouldn't be surprised if a lot of
quite a bit of celebrities
are out here.
Yeah, boots in a boot.
Yeah,
fucking Tristan Thompson and his Brampton ass.
Cheating ass.
He's trying to have a baby with these girls, and he's out there fucking living his best life.
I heard that he's having another kid.
Yeah, with Chloe.
Yeah.
And I think this was planned before the news came up that he was having a baby with another chick.
Oh,
so
goddamn.
Chloe. Oh, what can you do, man? This is her fault this time. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, you fell in love with the Brampton man. So what can you do? Did you hear about the whole car raid thing today?
Yes, I did.
28 Service Ontario employees were also arrested.
How fucking nuts is that, man? That's so
job.
wild. Inside job, man. Like a whole little mafia going on working for the government.
Fucking approving fake VIN numbers and shit.
Yeah.
Holy shit.
I can't believe it. I wonder how like untouchable these guys thought they were.
Yeah.
They were
Simply because they work for the government, they thought that they were gonna walk away.
Like,
and they get paid enough. Like if you have a government job, you get you get solid money.
You're getting some good pension.
100%.
Like this and that. Like you're doing well.
Those benefits are probably insane.
Yeah.
And then you're doing this shit on top. Like, is life not that exciting for you?
I'm wondering, man. Like I'm wondering, it's probably a lot of money in that game. Like they sell one exotic car somewhere.
They found, I think, 270 something cars,
like,
and most of them being Lexuses and Toyotas. Yeah. So goes to show you, folks, you're gonna drive them cars. Be safe. Or drive manual. Drive manual.
Well, like I was reading this, like this article on how all the cars nowadays have the push to start thing, or sort of moving towards push to start cars, but that is actually the vulnerable part
100%
that these people run into. And it's like, do cars for security purposes go back to like the actual key and slot?
For the push to start thing, don't you have to have that key with you?
I think that with robbers, like the technology's so advanced now that they can it almost seems like that they can almost recreate the signal that your key gives to the car in like your proximity that you're allowed to turn the car on, kind of thing.
You know what? I remember watching this video on these thieves. They were stealing a car from a driveway, and it was like a newer car that they were stealing, and one guy had this sheet that he was carrying up to get like the magnetic field from the keys that are inside, like on the, how they leave keys. That's crazy. So yeah, they was holding it, and then one of the guys was using the sheet. Oh, you're right there, Paul? All right, using the sheet and the technology to recreate like the key to enter the car, and it worked, and they stole the car.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, man.
Like it's actually crazy how far
the effort they're putting into just to steal these freaking cars. And it wasn't even province only. Like there was other provinces that were affected in this ring as well. Yeah. But geez, I'm glad that they caught these motherfuckers. It was making my job miserable. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, fuck like these dudes. Parts like that, it makes like insurance go high for certain areas specifically. Like these guys just ruin it for everybody.
Ruin the fun. Ruin the fun. They found a lot of drugs too on them. So
that's the funny part. It's like drugs are always just involved.
Yeah, always. It's like why?
It's like you guys could be running to the pure,
you know what I mean?
Like a front for some butcher, and you're selling fucking exotic animals in the back, and then for some reason there's just drugs everywhere.
It's just like you could be freaking busting in on a fucking video game ring for all we know. Just like, all right, we got the PlayStation. What the fuck are these drugs doing here? Why do you have drugs?
Yeah.
What?
Like, we don't even do the drugs. We just have it around.
Fuck's sake, bring in the DEA.
Yeah. It's part of like the equation to crime now.
It's just we have like, you think they just have meetings just like, all right, so I want you to take this car here, take these cars, make sure to get these models. Okay. Yes. What about the drugs? What? The drugs.
What? You have to have drugs.
You have to have drugs. Okay, I mean it's not necessary, but
you must be new to this.
Yeah. It's just fucking drugs. Jesus Christ. Funny story. I went to physiotherapy on the weekend last week, and I was in the waiting room, and I was waiting for a massage, and I just come in, say hello to the receptionist, and I'm just waiting there. It's like, yeah, he'll be with you shortly, because there was a previous appointment in there with them now. And the regular massage therapist wasn't out that day, so the manager of the office was in. And so he was giving the massage to the client. So I'm just sitting there minding my own business on the phone, and then all I hear is, "Ah!" I'm like, what the shit?
What is going on?
And I'm like, what the fuck? And then you can hear the manager's like, "Hey, stop screaming! You're scaring everyone in the reception." And I'm like, what the fuck? And it gets quiet again. And I'm just go back on my phone like, like, hey man, shut up! You're scaring me.
Oh my god. That's fucking weird.
Shit. I look at the receptionist, and then she's just like,
She's probably just, it happens all the time.
Typical.
Don't worry about it.
It's whatever. I'm like, what the shit is
So,
going on?
excuse me one second. She walks in. You bitch
You
ass.
motherfucker, would you shut up? Would you shut up with your bitch ass?
I got a dude out there waiting.
Yeah.
Shut up.
Then I see one dude walk out and he's all relaxed, like, oh man.
Was you the dude yelling? Oh yeah, man.
And then I see
yeah.
reception. It's like, hey, Carlos, come on in.
I think I'm gonna sit this one out.
I'll pass. I will pass. Yeah, man, that was
That's fucking weird.
Well, that is like
that's like a Seinfeld.
That is fucking insane, dude. It sounded like a fucking Saw movie out there when I was at. Dude, it was crazy.
God.
Ha! Can you imagine? Like, there's no massage. If you're screaming like that for a massage, 9 times out of 10, you should not be getting that massage.
I actually, I was reading something the other day, and they were talking about how like massages are obviously like good overall. They feel good and stuff like that, but there's no like supposedly like hardcore proven evidence that it actually works.
Yeah,
or something like
what?
that. Something like
we
that.
talks about this in like high school. I remember
or something, yeah, like a registered.
Or no. Was it this or Cairo?
Cairo, I think it was Cairo. Yeah, something like that, like twisting your neck or something like that.
Like, oh, it doesn't work.
Like it doesn't work, or it's just like all fake sort of thing. But I'm surprised because don't you have to be considered like a quote unquote doctor for that?
You need a license in order to do that.
Yeah. Weird.
Imagine all that work just to tell you that your work doesn't mean anything.
Super weird, man.
Fascinating. All that effort, all those years, all that money, just to find out it's meaningless, pointless. Your job's useless.
Wow.
You work for nothing.
Damn.
You suck. You're no doctor.
We just lost all of our chiropractor.
Hey, our ads for. Can you imagine? And when you do all that, and just like, anyway, this week's episode is sponsored by Physiomed.
Rocking your neck when you need it.
Now, where was I? Oh, yes. How they're useless. I don't know. I think it seemed to work for me. It does.
I would think it feels good. Definitely.
Yeah,
like it's a great like relaxation kind of feel. I don't know. I've never been to a chiropractor, so I wouldn't know. But I would think that it would.
Yeah, I mean, it does feel great. You know, so does heroin. Have you tried heroin?
I'm gonna move to the next topic.
All right.
Yesterday,
I
actually went to go see Nope.
Oh,
I did
without me.
Yes. I'm sorry.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
I went with Alexa.
I'm excited about that movie. Where'd you see it? Cineplex?
At Scotiabank Theater.
Okay.
Scotiabank Theater for the 9. So one of the later.
How was it?
It was a good movie.
Yeah. Was it socially conscious?
I don't want to, expose anything.
Because I have no idea what the hell that movie's about.
That was the crazy thing. I think that, like, with this movie, it's really, you have really no idea what goes on.
Do you find out what it's about in the end, or are you still confused about it?
Yeah. Oh, I think I have a feeling. I don't want to expose too much of it, but I think I actually enjoyed the movie. Like I thoroughly enjoyed the movie. I wouldn't say like I loved it to death, but I liked it. I would see it again if it came up on Netflix or something like that. But the funny thing is when we were walking out, a lot of people were like, that was a shitty movie.
Really?
Like just overhearing people talk, like the guys in front of us, they were talking about like they're trying to break down like certain like symbolism in it, and then the one guy's like, are you trying to defend that movie, because that movie sucked? And then there's a group of girls that were walking out at the exact same time, and the one girl gets up as soon as like the movie ends, and she's like, well, that was a waste. Damn. Yeah, like literally like really harsh critics, man. Like at least the couple conversations that I heard just walking out. So then me and Alesh, we walk out and I'm like, yo, I actually like that movie. It was a pretty good movie. It was definitely odd.
I imagine one of them heard you was like, what did you say? Nothing. Nothing. Movie sucked. The movie sucked.
But yeah, no, it was definitely weird. It was a weird movie.
Wow.
I think it fits the part of what Jordan Peele's put in the past with Get Out and Us. It was a good movie. I highly recommend people go watch it. Or if you can wait until it comes out.
Or download it illegally.
Or Pirate Bay. LimeWire.
Please don't.
But
please
yeah, man.
support.
It was good. It was a good movie.
Oh,
I don't want to expose too much of it, but I would say I thoroughly
oh,
enjoyed it.
all right. Well,
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I need to definitely check that one out.
But like you said, the social conscious part, I don't think there was that.
No,
Not at all.
nothing like that. Okay, that's good.
Not really. No.
Too much social conscious stuff in movies nowadays.
Yeah, I don't think it was. I think it was a good story, I would say. Definitely check it out.
Good story overall.
Yeah, good story overall. Definitely, like, I would check it out. I would recommend anyone to go watch it if they can. It was definitely a good movie.
All right. Yeah, I'm just tired of the social conscious stuff. It's just like, if it's a movie about superheroes, about dudes that are, breaking stuff, fighting aliens in order to save the planet, what do I care if
What their sexual
preferences are, or fighting for women's rights? That's I mean, those are two separate things. I mean, I would like to separate those.
Heroes on this side,
This side,
social conscious
stuff on this side. Keep it apart.
Yeah, they don't even have to be on the same spectrum.
Yeah,
they could be over here.
Yeah, they could be over there. They could be over here. There should be a movie for, you know what I mean, for all of that. That's all I'm saying. You know what I mean? Let superhero movies be superhero movies. Yeah. Let car chase films be car chase films. Yeah. All right. I don't want to watch the next Fast and Furious movie and then end up being a Black Lives Matter situation. Okay. Can you imagine?
My God.
What matters today is Black Lives Matter and family.
Fucking car right off
just right off the cliff, and then the smoke comes out of it. It says BLM, and then the bad guys are just like, "Oh my God, Black lives do matter. What am I doing?"
A couple dudes
stop chasing him.
A couple dudes in the theater get up and
this is it.
This is the best damn thing I've seen.
Sitting here like, what?
This is the best damn part of the movie.
What the fuck?
Paid $15.
Yeah, it's like, what the shit?
Oh my God.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, no, I think that it did a good job of not like thinking about that. I wasn't thinking about that at all. It was definitely just a story in itself. You're just trying to follow along and understand exactly what's going on. And I think that Jordan Peele, at least from my perspective, always has like certain symbolism and
100%.
certain like underlining like conversations that maybe are important to him.
Mm-hmm.
Or even just like life lessons. Like I think that was a big part of that movie specifically, which is really cool. So yeah, definitely check it out. Definitely.
Okay. Well, that's it for Ryan's review. Oh,
you know what was really cool though?
Uh-oh.
So we got there about half an hour early.
Yeah.
And there's a bar there.
Mm.
So obviously you guys know me. I go sit at the bar. And I'm like, well, I got 30 minutes. I'm talking to the bartender, and I'm like, I got 30 minutes. So let me see if I can just drink a beer before I can get in.
Mm.
And he's like, well, you can actually take the beer inside with you.
Yes.
It wasn't even like a VIP section thing. He's like, yeah, you can just. I'm like, any theater, I can just take a beer in with me. He's like, yeah. I'm like, get the fuck out of here. So I drank one, and then I ordered another one. He poured it into a cup for me, and I literally took it into the movie theater with me, and I had a beer.
You watched it drunk.
That was the first time that I've ever done that.
Oh,
it's fucking nuts.
Christ. A drunk Ryan watching a predominantly black film. I don't want to be there for that.
Like
shake that ass!
Throwing candy at the fucking
shake that ass!
Goddamn!
Spread eagle, Kiki! Spread eagle!
And
then Alesha's just like, oh my God,
not with this dude.
Where's the social message? Where's the message? Voice the man.
One black dude does something. I'm like, it's fucking shit. It's the best movie ever.
Mind you, all he did was just open his car. You're just like, yes. What the hell? Oh my God! Letting you drink in the goddamn movie theater. What movie do you think you'd be way too like? If you were to get drunk during a movie, what movie do you think you could not watch drunk in a movie theater?
That's a good question, man. There's definitely a lot
of people in there, and you're plastered. And this is the one movie where you're just like, you can't help it.
You know what movie I never liked, and I think I talked about this in one of my the older episodes, was that Flubber movie
You didn't like Flubber?
with
Robin
with
Williams.
Robin Williams. I did not like that movie whatsoever.
Wow.
I could
Even
not,
as a kid?
I couldn't finish it. Literally as a kid, I fell asleep during the movie, and then we actually bought the
DVD,
the VCR,
VHS,
the VHS at that point in time, because it was on VHS. So we bought it, and then because my Kevin liked it, my little brother liked it, so we bought it. I tried to watch it again. I'm like, I fucking hate this movie. I can't watch it.
Wow.
Yeah, even as a kid, and then now that I think I have Disney Plus, and I think it's on there.
Yeah, it is. Yes, it is a Disney
I think
movie,
it was
so
on
makes
a Disney
sense.
Plus, so I think it was on there. And then I almost wanted to watch the first like couple minutes to see if I could, and I couldn't do. I couldn't even click press like play. And I usually like I'm not a big movie buff. I don't like movies and like I don't watch movies all the time. I like the occasional movie. And like even if a movie's bad, I'll be like, okay, whatever. But that movie what?
You mean like porno? The occasional movies that you watch?
No, I was talking about like
I saw your account.
Like
I
any
saw your
like
account.
Denzel Washington movie or something like that.
Oh, like you mean like when they the pornos remake those movies? So instead of Training Day, it'd be like Raining Day or
Raining Day. No, what would Denzel
just like
Washington's
fucking doing like you know fucking doggy style like King Kong ain't got shit on me.
what would Denzel Washington's male star name
In a porno?
in a porno? Yeah, what would it be?
I don't know. Denzel wanting tons. Denzel wanting tons. Because he's a fan of the BBWs.
God damn.
Yeah. So Denzel wanting tons.
So
that's what it is.
You heard it here first, Denzel.
Yeah.
You ever made the switch?
All right, okay. I'm gonna clap them cheeks over there, and then you go in the room, and then we go and do something about it. All right, all right, okay, all right. That's Denzel.
That was a good one.
No, thank you, thank you. That was a good performance. That was you, and you'd just be up there, fucking just making my life miserable during that entire performance.
Yeah.
God, all right. Who brought the drunk Cambodian dude to the set? Get this guy out of here. Yeah. Get him out of here.
That would be it. I wouldn't be able to watch that movie. I think.
Clever.
Yeah.
What's wrong with the movie?
Like I just couldn't do it. I don't know why. I don't know what bothered me about that movie. I'll be honest with you. And Robin Williams is a great. Well, he's a legend. Comedian. He's literally a legend.
Fantastic comedian.
There probably would not be another Robin Williams ever.
His mind in terms of comedic timing, he's so quick to reply with a joke. It's insane. Yeah. I've never seen anyone like it. Like he'll come up with a whole monologue just like that. Yeah. And it'll be hilarious. But there's only one Robin Williams, that's for sure.
Like all of the movies during that era of like his like major ones like Hook and like
fantastic movie.
What are some other ones?
I
can only remember Dead Poet Society is one of them.
Patch Adams,
like huge.
Yeah,
Miss Doubtfire, like huge movie. During that era. You know what I mean? Rest in peace.
The one way. What's the one with Matt Damon?
Good Will Hunting.
Good Will Hunting.
Great movie.
Fantastic.
Great movie. Yeah, like just an actual G. But for some reason, that movie I can just not do it. I don't know what it is. I have to go back and watch it.
Yeah,
I'll have to sit down one day and actually try and watch it.
Check it out. Yeah.
But
see where you go from there. Yeah. Why do you think comedians kill themselves?
Is there many comedians?
It's a pretty high rate. You'd be surprised. Either drug overdose or suicide. Because I know Robin was suicide. There was recently what's his name? Jack Knight. He killed himself.
Oh wow.
Like 2 weeks ago.
Wow.
And terrible. He was doing pretty well for himself. He was on a show on Netflix. He just got a show on NBC. So I'm just like, why? I think is it just like because you're so focused on making people laugh? It's just like, what depression could you possibly have? And even I heard stories of Robin Williams how, like, when he sees a person who's like bummed out at like a store, like there was a person who had told a story saying that he just come back from his mother's funeral and he was just sitting down at this diner, and Robin Williams came up to him and asked him what was wrong, and he explained to him, and then Robin Williams sat down with him and just made him laugh for the entire.
Wow.
Because that's the type of dude Robin Williams was, but then apparently, sadly, he took his own life. So I'm just wondering, like, why? Why is this such a high great thing in the world of comedy?
you know, to jump back into a lot of our earlier episodes when we were talking about things like mental illness and that kind of stuff, it's hard to gauge, man. You can never really tell, especially with someone like Robin, you know what I mean?
Mhm.
Like you'll never really know. Those guys hide it so well. I think that you're onto something when you said that, you know, maybe they hold this position in life that they're supposed to upkeep, like as a comedian, like you're supposed to be funny, you're supposed to be
Mhm.
on at all times, you know what I mean? And maybe those guys just don't get enough time to themselves, or maybe just keeping up with something that they feel like they're truly not, you know, behind closed doors is you know, it's
Do
a
you think
scary
it's
thought. It really is, you know.
100%? Do you think it's just like a matter of people not able to take them seriously, considering that they're so focused on making people laugh?
Yeah, it could be that.
Yeah.
I think like any sort of, you know, expectation that it happens to be put on you, whether it is from your family, from your
Mm.
friends, from society in itself, um, you know, that pressure specifically, everyone kind of deals with it a little bit differently.
Mm.
And it's unfortunate that, you know, people from the outside perspective look as strong as they are. And then I'm not saying that they're not strong in any sort of case, but it's unfortunate when it gets to you.
I think it's just that stigma of like it's considered cowardness to talk to
Yeah,
people about your feelings
yeah.
and stuff. But overall, if you're going through something and you're thinking about ending it, please talk to someone.
Yeah.
Don't ever feel like you're alone. You
There
know what I mean?
was
Reach out. There are tons of people, sadly, who are, thinking the same thing and they're afraid to talk about it, but please reach out.
Actually, in relation to that, big news that I forgot to bring up a couple weeks ago, but I was listening to it, but I believe it's in America at the moment. But the suicide hotline is no longer like a 9, 10 digit phone number anymore. Um, they changed it recently to I think a 3 digit, like as if you were to call 911. I think it's 811 in America now. So if
Mm.
you can pick up the phone, you call 811, you'll get the suicide hotline, which is fucking fantastic because a lot of they actually came out and said like there were certain timings where people would, you know, be in that somewhat state and they're not really thinking properly, but at least if they can like remember 3 digits as
Yeah,
opposed to 10, you know, that might actually help
it'll be
them,
easier
you know, in
access.
the,
Yeah.
you know, the long run kind of thing. And I think it's just a great thing overall to see the progression of how society is starting to take care or even start, you know, really to care nowadays about social issues like that, especially for like people in general, right?
Mm.
Like, imagine a fucking 10 digit number. You're like going through the
Just
fucking
waiting
worst day
on
of your
hold,
life.
just like,
Yeah, like,
fuck me.
yeah,
Yeah,
like
yeah,
fuck this.
yeah.
And
You know
then
what I
I'm
mean?
sure that's maybe happened. Like,
Mm.
I don't know specifically, but I would think that it is. But any sort of progression towards bettering that situation, like definitely, it's good to see. So that was definitely one of the recent news. I think a couple weeks ago they have changed the number, and I'm hoping that maybe Canada does take you know, they follow the steps in that because that would be good because you know, mental illness is not a geographical
You got it, baby. Come on,
thing.
nailed it.
It definitely happens to, you know,
Hmm.
anywhere and anybody. So
Damn, definitely. That's crazy, man. Well, I mean, yeah, I'm glad that there's easier access. But do you think Logic would fucking because that song he had about suicide was the phone number? Do you think he has to go back and like, fuck, we have to change the title now?
I don't think so, but
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, to make things a bit more somber, the news about the GO train incident.
Oh yes, yeah, terrible, terrible.
As a child. Rest in peace to the child.
Yeah,
Thoughts and prayers to the family. Um, I don't know the full story. I don't know what the kid was doing there. Allegedly, he was. Is she?
I'm not 100%
Yeah,
sure.
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure.
The child was there with one of the parents and other children as well. And sadly, that child lost her life from the GO train. Um, I don't know what situation the parent was at the time. I'm not sure if they were homeless or if they, but I mean, it goes to show you that you should not. There's a few places you just don't want to be with a child, and a train track is definitely one of them. Stay safe out there for anybody, regardless if you have a child or not. Don't avoid train tracks. Don't go anywhere that's dangerous or that may harm a life. Yeah, but yeah. Thoughts and prayers to everybody that was involved, and yeah.
I know that that specific area, I think I was reading some stuff about how a lot of the GO train trains, and then for those who don't know what the GO train is, I'm sure everyone does. Shout out to our South Korean listener.
Oh, Jesus.
But it's specifically the public train that
for all we know, the South Korean person could be Canadian, just visiting South Korea at the time.
Well, it's nice to dream. Nice to dream. How do you say it? 안녕하세요.
And they're gone.
They're gone.
They're
just
cringed. They're just like, oh boy, I did not like how he said that. Unsubscribe. Ooh.
Hey, we did some.
You are two right? For two. Oh dear.
My Asian brother.
Oh man.
But
don't pull this shit at the wedding though.
Supposedly at that region and a lot of the GO train sections or intersections in that region, they don't have the bordering. So even if a train is coming, they probably just have the lights on top. But if you're not looking up, then you might not even see it. I'm assuming you would hear it, but
I mean, isn't there a ding ding ding?
Yeah, usually there's the dinging, and maybe they just don't have the how in certain places they have the little signs that come down.
I don't know how that happened. Yeah. I mean, yeah, no, just there. That's one of the select few places I would not want to bring a child, and that's a train track. Regardless if it's abandoned or not, that's just not safe.
It's a terrible, terrible situation because legit, at that point you just lost, your 4-year-old son or daughter.
Yeah.
And then the repercussions after the fact, because there most likely will be some sort of investigation.
100%.
Social services.
Yeah, absolutely.
Negligence. So to be told from society that you're a bad parent, you're an unfit parent, plus the loss of your 4-year-old, I can only imagine what these parents happen to go through. And the crazy thing is that in the world, people, they make mistakes, what I mean? Mistakes are made, day in and day out. I've made my handful of mistakes in life, and it's never
I'm only human, born to make mistakes. But not enough people listen to that song. That's a banger, and the chorus in itself is a perfect example of why humans are just humans. They make mistakes. Continue on with your experience.
And it's unfortunate that certain mistakes have harder repercussions, and people happen to lose their lives due to these mistakes and stuff like that. But hopefully there's something done, whether they happen to put up borders or at that intersection or something along those lines. I don't know. I have no idea. But it's tough, man. It's super scary, super sad. Yeah. God.
Wow. This would be a really shitty way to end the podcast.
Well, on that note, Carl's is going to be super slamming this weekend. Everyone go check it out. onlyfans.com/Carlos doing the thing. Featuring Ryan sometime.
Featuring Ryan? Can you imagine me just summer slamming some chick, and then Ryan opens up the door at one point. Oops. Oh.
Hey everybody.
Hey everyone. It's just what the fuck?
Oh my God.
What a way and then that poor unfortunate soul that fucking bus at the wrong time when you come on. You're just wait, no, fuck.
God.
What, man? Just,
Oh, God.
Would you ever make an OnlyFans? If push comes to shove? If life was really at a
Fuck, I don't know. I don't think I'd do well, I'll be honest with you.
No?
No, I don't.
Why not?
I don't know. I don't think I got the OnlyFans look.
What's the OnlyFans? Describe the OnlyFans look for all of our fans. What, me?
You, my friend?
Get the fuck out of here. Are you shitting me?
God, man.
Holy shit. I think if you're a female, you'll be set for OnlyFans.
I'm sure there's probably a lot of females that don't do well in OnlyFans.
Not as well.
Yeah.
But I think they do all right in terms of getting.
Like, I actually read a Personal Finance Canada Reddit the other day. No, it was an Ask Toronto Reddit. So on the Toronto Reddit, somebody comes out and goes, I'm a 23-year-old female. Push has come to shove. And I do want to get into escorting now. Any experience or anybody that has experience, please message me because I don't know where to start. That was the post.
Wow.
So I'm really wondering, and I feel terrible when I read shit like that because it's like, fuck it, something must be really fucking bad for them to,
like, they must need the money.
Yeah, I have to go through that. But you know,
My
I would
thing is-
like start an OnlyFans.
Yeah,
Right?
that's what I was gonna
Like-
say. I'm like, why would you want like a pimp or anything
Yeah.
to handle your money? Just start an OnlyFans, be your own man, be your own boss.
Yeah.
Be your own boss ass bitch. You know what I mean? And then when you're low on money, just fucking bitch, how you gonna have no bitch? What the fuck you do? Just slap yourself in the mirror. How you not gonna have no money? Huh? Get that motherfucking money. And work your own hours, you know?
That's true too.
Yeah. You know, you're not under pressure. Right?
That's true
Just
too.
be your own boss. Everyone that's a thing, regardless if you're on OnlyFans or not.
Yeah.
If you ever want to work and be successful and do your own thing, be your own boss.
Yeah. That's definitely the way to go.
Yeah,
about it.
100%. Not that we're encouraging escorting or OnlyFans or any type of way. Although if you guys are into that shit, it's up to you.
Do your thing.
That's your choice.
Do your thing.
We're not encouraging it.
Yeah.
No. But there is a select few celebrities that would like to encourage to do that. That I would definitely invest in, but I'm not gonna encourage.
And maybe we can partner up. There may be like a special code
Yeah,
or something
like,
where we can
and
give
I'll be a
our
nice
listeners.
I would never hit you as a pimp. I would just, what's worse than physical abuse? Explaining disappointment. You know what I mean? Just like, hey, you were low on this week.
Oh my
I'm not
God.
mad. I'm not mad. I'm disappointed. You were better than that, Sparkles. All right? Come on, buddy. Work with me here. I want you to be better. Go out there and go suck some dick for daddy. Come on. All right? See, that's me as a pimp. I probably wouldn't be as successful, but you know what? I'd be nice. And if I have to fire one of them, then they would always leave with head held high. You know, they'll get back on their feet some way, somehow. That's me as a pimp.
Well, for the person who wrote that, I hope you're doing okay. God.
What?
Nothing. This is how my pimp shit would be.
Jesus. You would pimp through Reddit?
I'm sure there's probably a lot of fucking shit that goes through Reddit.
Reddit can get kind of crazy.
Fucking,
that is one wild forum right there.
One wild area, man.
I was on it this week, actually. What was I reading? I was on the confession thread there. What was it? What was one of those really stood out to me? Oh, there was one where one guy, he said as a child, he was in kindergarten, he was playing with a friend, and at one point he got really angry and he hit him with a baseball bat on the head. And he didn't know what to do, so he freaked out, and so he like left. No, sorry, this wasn't kindergarten. This was like third grade, and he like left, and the kid ended up going to the hospital. They said that it was like they didn't notice the trauma or anything, but the kid woke up and he ended up all right. But however, he became slower and slower per day.
Wow.
And he ended up in those special education courses,
Oh
during high
God.
school. Like he was like his speech was like really bad. And so as he grew, as the other kid who hit him with the bat grew older, he would visit him from time to time. Like not as often because he obviously felt guilty, but every time he visited, the kid that spoke slower and slower would get so excited to see him. Like he's so
Wow.
happy, and he's like, "Hey, how you doing? How's life?" But like, it wasn't the same, and the dude's been living with this guilt, and like he's now in like his 40s, and the kid is the same age, but
Damn.
he's still living with his parents. The slower kid.
How do you live with that guilt, man?
Well, that's the thing. So the guy who typed up the Reddit, he's just like, this weekend I'm just gonna admit to my parents what happened, because like I feel terrible what happened. I feel awful, and I can't live with this guilt anymore. Like this kid is the way he is simply because of me. But yeah, I'm like, holy shit, dude.
You can't like make that situation any better.
It's awful.
Like the only thing that I think
it made it much worse because he let it go for so long.
yeah.
Like it was like,
At
fuck,
that
dude.
point, you'd almost like have to try and do your best to make sure that that person enjoys their life as much as possible. You know, God,
I don't know if I could do that. Just like run away and like live with that guilt. I think I would instantly be like, it was my fault. I'm sorry. I feel horrible. But yeah, that dude lived like 20 plus years knowing full well what he did. Oh, I'd be a mess. I'm surprised that dude is not like on a drunken bender every day because of that.
he could be, man.
Yeah,
You know,
probably.
the thing about Reddit is so anonymous. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like you really have no idea who's behind those posts, kind of thing, and like the trauma and like the hurt that those people are going through, and like some of them seem real fucking like heartfelt.
Yeah.
Like some of these are real people out there that are going through real issues, and they have to, you know, they feel the need to put out there that information into the world, you know, anonymously, just to help them, you know, go through the day or whatever it may be. Shout out to that UFC dude, man. The UFC dude that like did the whole
Patty Bimble. Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Patty, yeah.
But shout out to him, man. Like that was pretty big.
Yeah.
I'm glad that happened the other day. Huge from an athlete to come out and
it's well, not only because, but he did mention that a friend of his had passed away, and he only found out like a few hours before the event took place.
oh wow.
So he just wanted to make sure. And I actually just read today, funny enough, that the suicide hotline back there skyrocketed in calls and like meetings. More people attended meetings
From after that
event. Yeah.
Amazing.
In his hometown. So yeah, good shit, man. Good for Patty and good for all of those who are going out and getting the help that they need to get through.
Well, I guess that's
this week's episode.
I guess that's the week's episode, man. Tune in for next week's episode. We're definitely gonna have some cool pictures and stuff like that, and hopefully some cool content that we'll post in our Instagram.
Probably a fight video.
Why would we have a fight video
on at the wedding?
I'm just gonna bring my Bluetooth speaker, put on fight music by D12. Carl, oh shit!
I'm just saying.
Oh my god, it's time.
You're just having a time. I'm just mid speech and I'm just like, what? Just jump the table.
Like, fight music, man.
You know what I mean?
I'm
just saying, man. Fuck around. You interrupt my fucking speech, and it's sicko mode on the daily. Let's go.
Shout out to D12.
Yeah, man. You know what I mean? I could probably be civilized having a conversation with another person, and I hear the beat, and I'm like, all right, well.
You look around, I'm standing up on my chair with like a Bluetooth speaker.
And everyone's just going nuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Fight music. Can't wait for that video to go up. Fight music. That's the name of the song.
Oh, yes.
How do you not? What? No. Tune in next week where we'll have more content and more discussions on bullshit and yada, yada, yada. Anyways, I'm Carlos.
And I'm Ryan.
And this is The Blank with Carlos and Ryan. And remember...
Usain Bolt? Sorry. Go ahead.
I'm trying to fucking get a suit for copyright infringement. What are you doing, man?
Is it this?
What are you dabbing or are you?
This? Sorry.
If you do that during my speech, I'm gonna fucking lose my shit.
Peace, everybody.
Bye.